In this video, I'm going to share with you everything you need to know as a beginner to get started on Upwork and find jobs. This is going to show you how Upwork works for freelancers. So the first thing I'm going to share with you is how to go to your profile and modify it. And your profile, you find it by clicking at the picture of your profile at the top right, and you can click on your profile right here. This button on the drop-down menu is going to take you to your profile. So this is the place where you can modify your profile, change your profile picture, change your title, change your description, add projects to your portfolio, and all that sort of thing. If you don't know how to build a good Upwork profile, I made videos about that, and I'm going to link to these videos in the description, so go check them out. But also you can find inspiration by using the search bar on Upwork to find freelancers that you can learn from. So the search bar is the next thing I'm going to share with you. So you can see at the top of the screen here in the navigation bar, which is like the bar where you have, the logo and all the other navigation buttons, just like every website. At the right here, you have the the search bar. So in the search bar, first thing you need to know is that this search bar has a drop-down menu at the right that can help you search for either jobs, talent, which is if you want to see the profiles of other freelancers, or check for projects. I'm going to talk more about projects later, but basically jobs is what you use if you just want to find different jobs that you can apply to. For example, if you're a web designer, you could search for web designer in jobs, and it's going to show you many jobs that require web design. Very simple. And now you can use the categories at the left here to filter this even further so that you get exactly the types of jobs that you want. For example, if you're a beginner, you only want beginner jobs, you can click on entry level here. You can see there's thousands of web design jobs. It's one of the most in-demand skills on Upwork. So is web development. There's huge amounts of web development and web design demand on Upwork, as there is demand for a lot of different jobs, because Upwork is one of the biggest job markets in the world, and it's worldwide. And then you can click here, job type. Basically, you can say how you want to get paid for the project. You want projects that pay you hourly, or you want projects that pay you a set amount of money for the amount of projects. So you could say, I only want to work on projects that pay me an amount per hour worked. And here you just filtered out every project that works fixed price. Fixed price project is, as I said, those are the projects that pay you a fixed amount for the whole project. So if you say, hey, I build a website, I don't care how many hours it's going to take me, but I want $2,000 or X amount of money for my website or for my project. If you prefer working that way, it's great. Many clients prefer that as well, because they know how much it's going to cost before the project starts. So you can do that as well. And then you can filter out also, like, do you want projects that only a few people have applied to so far, so that you have a more chance of getting the job? Maybe you could say, I only want projects that less than 10 people have applied to them. And then you can say, like, okay, I only want hourly projects. And then, you can keep going and keep narrowing your results until you have exactly the types of projects that you want. Very easy to use, and you're going to find that there's a lot of good categories that you can check mark at the left to help you find exactly the type of jobs for you. So, and you're going to see there's a lot of variety of jobs on Upwork as well, which is awesome. Also, you can use the search bar to find talents. So if you want to see freelance designers, or let's assume in this video that you're a web designer. It doesn't really matter what type of job you do. You can use the same principle. But let's say you're a web designer. You want to see other designers and what they're charging and like how they build their profile. Let's say I want to see I search for web designer in talent in the drop-down menu here. I'm going to find the profiles of many web designers. What I like to do here is to just search for top-rated or just top-rated plus freelancers. This is only going to show me the profiles of the most successful freelancers on Upwork, so that I can only look at the profiles of successful people to see what works, so I can get inspiration for my profiles and that sort of thing. I really like it. And what I do usually is I only take people who charge over $30 an hour, because if they charge less than that, I feel that, it's not the levels of success that I want. So I only want to learn from the people who have a level of success that I respect. So next, what you can do is use the search bar to search for projects. We're going to talk more about what these are later, but let's say we search for web design in project. I wrote it wrong, and my internet connection is struggling. Nice. Once again, This is a classic for these videos. It's always struggling whenever I'm filming. Maybe it has something with the fact that my computer's a potato. Okay, so we got projects for web design. So projects are basically the opposite of job posting. So jobs that we searched earlier, when we searched for jobs, we found basically pages that clients wrote. The clients write, hey, I need someone who can do this for me. If you're interested, apply. And so you have a button where you can apply. Projects are the opposite. It's basically the freelancers saying, hey, if there are clients there who want this type of service, come here, I can do it for you. So you're basically building a sales page for a type of project that you want to do. So I'm going to show you how to do both of these later, but this is how you can search for projects to see what people are doing so that you can find inspiration for doing your own. So next, when it comes to finding jobs, there's also the option of using your feed here, which basically Upwork gives you a list of different recommended jobs for you, which can be really good because it can make it easier and faster for you to find good jobs. And there's a lot of different categories of jobs you might like. There's best matches, there's most recent, and saved jobs is something later that you can do. You can basically keep your search filters and basically add them to your feed here so that you can always just see the jobs you want with the filters that you've decided on earlier. A bit more of a complicated thing, but for now, you can just get started with best matches and most recent, and eventually you're going to be able to create your own customized feed so that you're going to get exactly the jobs you want all the time. So best matches is a great place. And by the way Upwork determines what jobs to recommend to you as a beginner is based on the skills that you put on your profile. There's a section on your profile that's called skills, and the skills section is basically right here. And what I recommend is don't do what I did here. You want to include all 15 skills. You can see here you have a maximum of 15 skills. Include all 15 because it's going to help the algorithm match you with different clients and help you appear higher when clients search for freelancers. And also when you apply to jobs, it makes it so that your proposal appears higher at the top of the list because it's not a chronological order. Upwork determines who looks the most qualified and the most relevant for that job, and they put their job application at the top. So know that and take advantage of it by including all the skills that are relevant to the jobs you want on your profile, and it's going to help you find these jobs easier using the best matches tab here. And also you have most recent, which is really good. Most recent is one of the easiest places for you to find jobs because usually when clients just posted a job, oftentimes they're still on the platform, and if you write them a message like you just applied to the job very quickly, it's very possible that they just decide that it's easier for them to just hire you right away instead of waiting and just hiring someone a couple of days later. So oftentimes you can get really easy jobs in most recent. Most recent is awesome, and if you can apply within 1 hour after the job comes out, it's really awesome. 30 minutes, amazing. It's going to help you get jobs tremendously. In fact, I think it probably increases the percentage chance that you get the jobs if you apply within like 1 hour by it doubles the chance that you get the job pretty much. It's awesome. Like most recent is the best place if you can find good jobs that have just come out. So once you find a good job for you, it doesn't really matter if you find it in search or in your homepage here. You click on it and it's going to open this sort of pop-up. I suppose you can call that a pop-up. And then you can see more description about the project. Usually clients have longer descriptions, but they can say how much they offer for the job, like what they're looking for, that sort of thing, the skills they want, and different qualifications they require. If you feel like when you look at all that project that it feels like a right project for you, all you got to do is click apply now at the top right. So the way you write a proposal, very simple. It's going to take you to this page. So here we have, again, the description of the job. We can go down, and here we have the option of saying how you want to be paid. The options that are available to you depend on what the client has decided. So if you have a job where the client has decided they want to pay per project and you'd like to get paid hourly, you still have the option of just estimated how many hours it's probably going to take you and just multiply that by the hourly rate that you want, and it can sort of allow you to still get paid the amount of money that you want on a project if you're able to guess it. Or you can just guess higher than the number that you think it is, so that even if it takes longer than you thought, you still get paid the amount of money that you want. And if they say no, they say no. That's all right. There's going to be more jobs. Again, Upwork is one of the biggest job platforms in the world, and Upwork's amazing. So let's say the client offers me to either pay by project or by milestone. Milestone is basically a part of the project. So you can say, hey, for the first part of the project, I want $100. For the second part, I want $1,000. For the last part, I want $500. So basically you can say like, what are the milestones? So maybe I could add like 3 milestones. Maybe as a web developer, I could say like, step 1 is I'm going to show you sketches. Step 2 is I'm going to code the website. And step 3 is I'm going to put the website online. Like maybe that's one of the things you can do. And whatever project you have, you can choose your own milestones. So let's say we're going to do something simple and just say like for the whole project, I'm going to do like maybe 500. I didn't really read the project. I don't really know what this is about, but let's say like you read it and you feel like 500 is an amount that you would feel good about. Let's go with 500. So how long do you think it's going to take? Let's say I think it's going to take me 3 to 6 months. I can write that. And then cover letter. Cover letter is the most important part of your profile. And if you want to see how to write a good one step by step, I'm going to put the link in the description to my guide on how to write good cover letters that stand out. But, you know, cover letters, you can do still something very simple. But the most important thing is that when you're writing your cover letter, you make sure that you, the first sentence shows that you've read the job posting. You comment about something on job posting. For example, they say they need someone with experience with the Java programming language. You say, hey, I noticed that you're looking for someone with the experience on Java language, and you keep talking, but you've indicated in the first sentence that you have read the job posting, which is what allowed you to start by saying something that is relevant to what the client has already said. This way, you're going to stand out from the people who have cover letters that look like they're just copied and pasted, and clients don't like people who just copy and pasting proposals. Like that's one of the biggest red flags. That's one of the things that clients hate the most on Upwork. Don't copy and paste it. Just do something customized for every client, and start always with a sentence that makes it very clear that this is a customized proposal cover letter. And again, if you want to see how to do that step by step and make something that stands out and helps you get jobs, go click in the link in the description to go check out my step-by-step guide. And if you have attachments to put there, maybe the client's going to require you to include a Word document or something. Like you can click upload here to attach it. Or you can include different things like your usual work, the steps that you follow in your work. Sorry, like I'm a French speaker. I'm not English speaker from birth. So sometimes I stumble and struggle to find the right words. But yeah, and profile highlights. If you have finished your profile, you can highlight some portfolio projects or certificates that are relevant to that job to further help you stand out when you're submitting a proposal. And when you're done, just click the button at the bottom left, and you can do that for a bunch of jobs. And yeah, I recommend don't just do it for 1 or 2 jobs. Like apply to a bunch of jobs. Give yourself a good chance to get started the right way. Because if you just apply to 1 or 2 jobs, there's a chance that they say no and no one answers you back. Don't get demoralized. Give yourself a decent chance. Apply to a bunch of jobs. And also the other way that you can find jobs on Upwork, the other thing is by using the navigation bar here. You see there's the find work in green written at the top of the navigation bar. When you hover over it with your mouse, it shows this drop down menu, and you see at the bottom of this drop down menu here, there's your services. You want to click on that. It's going to take you to this page where you can build projects. So remember earlier, I showed you projects, which are these sales pages that freelancers build that clients can find and can click on and read and decide if they want to hire you based on this. Well, in this section, I'm going to share with you how to actually create a project. So the way you create a project, as you can see here, there's the green button that says create a project. Click on that. So here, first thing, we want to create a title. So the title, the way it works is that it says you will get, so that all titles of projects on Upwork starts with you will get. So you just say what you're offering. So if you're doing, let's say, a logo, you're a graphic designer, you will get an elegant, minimalist logo. Let's say that's what we're building, and then they ask us what's the category. Choose something that's relevant. Here, logo design seems relevant. You click on that. Then they ask us some different attributes, like what kind of logo it is. So let's say it's minimalist, and let's say it's hand-drawn. Then like industry, it's optional. So I'm not particularly for any type of industry. So let's just skip that. File format. Let's say I can offer all these types of formats, whatever the client wants. I'm good enough in tech to be able to offer them all. And then search tags. Search tags are basically other keywords that clients might search for that you haven't already checked or added to your title. So if you think about other things, like you could add the name of an artist that's very popular, if people like search for the name of that artist, or in that field, or different things that clients might search for that are not already covered by the things that you've clicked on. And if you don't know what to write, ChatGPT or other AI chatbots are really good tools to talk with and explain your situation and ask them for ideas to put in your search tags. So, and if you have none, that's all right as well. So let's click save and continue. So here it's going to ask us, like, do we want to have different tiers of pricing? And that means, do I want a cheap version, a normal version, an advanced version? You can do that. But for me, let's just keep it simple. Let's just do one tier. So custom titles. So the perfect logo for you. Let's use a custom description. So, no, you can remove custom titles and description if you don't want them. Cool, let's click remove that. It's gonna be awesome. And quicker for me to show you how to do that. So delivery days, let's say to build my logo, I need 7 days. Let's say it's gonna take a week. I don't know how long it really takes. I mean, I'm not a graphic designer who built logos, but let's say I was. Let's say that was how long it takes. You guys already know how long it takes for you to do your own projects, or you know it better than I do. So trust yourselves. Number of revisions. It's really important that you know about revisions when you take into account how many days it's going to take, because revisions are basically how many times the client can tell you that they don't like it and want you to change it for free. If you say you can revise it for 3 times for free, that means that you have to take that into account in your delivery days. And often clients are not going to ask revisions. A lot of clients are just going to like it the first time, but sometimes they ask for a lot of revisions, and just saying it up front, like the exact number of revisions that you allow, is really good and helps you keep on deadlines. And so delivery days, let's say we're going to say 21 days, taking into account that most clients are going to ask for just like 1 or 2 revisions, and sometimes 3. But like if I have too many clients at the same time, there's a really low risk that all of them ask for 3. So, you take all that into account to determine how long it's going to take. So let's say initial concepts, I'm going to do 4 different concepts, and you choose the one you want and that sort of thing. So tier options are basically extra. Okay, no, that's basically the things that are included in the this tier. So if you had 3 tiers, you could include different things for all these tiers. I kind of confused myself with the add-ons, which we're going to talk about later. So let's say that included in this package, they're going to get the vector file and the social media kit, but none of these other things. So project price, let's say for that logo is going to be $1,000. Let's say. Choose your add-ons. So add-ons are basically things that you offer as well. If clients want to pay more money, they can get these things as well. So you could say, hey, do you also want faster delivery? Maybe I could do it for just 10 days instead of 14, and you pay an extra $100 for that. Or you can offer a lot of different other things, but let's just say for now, that's the only thing that you offer, and we're going to say click save and continue. Okay, so project gallery. So first thing, we want to create an image for the project so that, if we look back at the search bar, if we search for project, if you remember, if we look at web design, it looks like this. So all of these have pictures. And so you want to create a picture that looks good for yours as well. If you don't know how to build a picture, all you got to do is go on a website called Canva. You don't need to be good at Photoshop. You don't need to be a good graphic designer to create good looking posts and images in the year 2024. All you got to do is go on this website, Canva, canva.com, and you're going to see at the top right, there's this button that says create design, and we click on Instagram post, a square. So what we're going to see is that this website gives us templates that we can use to build beautiful beautiful designs without being good at design. So what you can do is you can see at the top left of this navigation bar at the left, the dark gray bar, you can see there's this button that says design. We're already on it. So click on this and just like add a couple of words that give the visual style that you want. So if you want like a tech style, you could write tech, or maybe I could write something like cozy. So you write cozy, and it's going to give us a lot of different styles that we can use. So maybe I could just use something like this. And obviously, if you're a graphic designer, you're already better than me, and you know how to build a good graphic design thumbnail for your for your own thing. But you can use different designs and just build something with it. I'm going to show you an example of something that I did just earlier. You can see you can move the text very easily. You can look for different elements. Like if I want to add like a stop sign, I don't know. That's the first thing that came up to me. Stop sign. You're going to see you can search for elements, search for a stop sign. And here we have different stop signs that we can use for either $1 for the pro ones, or you pay for the subscription, or just choose the free images. There's a lot of images for free that you can put there, and you can upload your own images. So I have a lot of photos of me that I uploaded that I often use in my designs, and you can change everything, and you can write on it like it was paint. And I'm going to show you something that I built in like literally 5 minutes earlier today, actually, maybe like an hour ago, using Canva. Yeah, here it is. So this is one I did earlier today, exactly for the purpose of showing how to build a project for Project Catalog on Upwork. And here's an example. I built it early, I built it fast. Like obviously it's not perfect, and this computer with the screen that's like transparent is obviously like not perfect. Like I built that in like literally 5 minutes just to show how easy it is. But as you can see, like all you got to do is go look for a design. And recently used, I had this one. So yeah, this was the design I used. I just moved the text pretty much, changed it and changed the size, and just included the text that I needed and just put my face on it. And already it looks kind of decent. Like for something I built in 5 minutes without having to do any Photoshop or anything, like I think it's pretty good. So, and you can click on all these bars, and, you can even change the colors and everything. Like I could put it like red or whatever it is. And, for something you can build easily and quickly, like I think that's awesome. So yeah, let's just download it and add it to our current project. I just download the finished page. When you're done, there's this button, the white button at the top that says share. You click share, and at the bottom here there's download. So I'm going to download it, and you choose the format. PNG is perfect for our purposes. So as you can see also, like the bottom here, you can see there's a space between my photo and the rest of the design. Doesn't really matter, because the project catalog projects are actually not square images, they're rectangles, so it's not going to show in the final project. So here I'm going to go check it and take it in my computer. So here I look, I do the final framing. So yeah, this looks all right. Let's go with this. Let's close this. So yeah, let's go with this. And let's say here it asks us what logo style, and we're going to click on minimalist, because when you choose one, it helps you appear more for search results when people search for that sort of thing. So perfect. So here we have a project cover. We can have a project video, but it's not necessary. Most people don't have it, and you can also include sample documents if you want to show examples of your work or that sort of thing. And I'm just going to click continue. So here you can ask for the requirements to the clients. So here you ask the clients the question you need to know like what you want them to build. For example, like what kind of colors do you like in your logos? Like what kind of logos do you like? Like are there companies that you like their logos and you'd like us to make your logo look similar? Like sorry, I just had an alarm on my phone. But any questions that you need to know the answer to be able to start your project, that here's where you ask them. So for example, let's just go simple. Let's just ask one question. What colors do you prefer for your logo? Let's just say that we want you can choose what kind of answers you want. Do you want the client to give you text? Do you want them to include a file, or do you want them to choose between multiple choices? Let's say you want to do multiple choices. Let's say you can choose between blue and green, or orange. I know it's really bad option, like just saying to the client you have 3 options for colors, like it really isn't good. But as you can see, this is how you do multiple choice if you would rather do multiple choice for your own job. So let's just do free text and add, and you can add as many as you want, and then you click save and continue. Then you need to choose the project summary. Like this is basically just like the description of the project. And I could say like something very simple for now, like just say, I design minimalist logos that look modern and professional. And then you keep talking about different things, like I deliver these logos in multiple formats, which allows you to easily use them on social media, or whatever you want to say. And then you keep going there, and then you include the steps of the project so that the client knows how it's going to work. So step 1, maybe I could say like, I give you 4 sketches, and you choose your and you choose your favorite. And then maybe you could add other steps, like step 2, I build the logo and you tell me if you like it. And then maybe step 3 would be, if you didn't like the logo, I do revisions. Whatever the steps of your projects are, you include them there, and the client's going to have a good idea of what it's all about. And frequently asked questions. Once you're going to have the project started, you're going to get questions. But for now, we don't really have some. So let's just click save and continue. And then once we're done, we can say how many projects we want maximum at a time, so that Upwork knows that, if you can only handle 4 projects at a time, you can just say 4 here, so that Upwork doesn't give you too much, so that you don't get overwhelmed. And let's just say I can do 4 projects at a time, or maybe I want to do just 1 or 2 projects because I'm a student and I'm in school, for example. Like some people, that's going to be your situation. And you can choose how many projects you want, or maybe you want to do this full time and you want to handle 12 projects maximum. It's all up to you. Upwork is really cool because it's flexible and it has a lot of opportunities for you. So next, I want to click this to say that I accept the terms of service and the privacy notice. And then you would click submit for review, so that Upwork's staff would look at your project to make sure that it's within their terms of service. And what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to click save project, because it's not a real project. It's just something that I do to show you how it works. But basically, this is how Upwork works. It's very simple. 2 ways of finding jobs. You use the one you prefer. And changing your profile is very easy. And finding good examples of of good projects and of good profiles is very easy if you use the search bar and you search for the right sort of thing. And it's a really good place to find inspiration, and really look at all the opportunities on Upwork you can have. Look at all the jobs, and I'm sure you're gonna like it. So if you want more videos on how to be successful on Upwork or in freelancing in general, you want to click subscribe, like if you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in my next videos. Take care.